Sunday is Mother's Day and I felt I should make something cute for my babies to wear, something simple. I went to the market and I saw this beautiful high target material. I bought this for 13,500. How did we get here? I loved it at first sight. I love the fact that it had multiple colors, and we know how Mother's Day they be now. We tend to spend so much time in church and I don't want something that will make them so uncomfortable. So I'll be using the beautiful fabric to sew a short boo-boo gown for them. Let's go cut. I'm making a short boo-boo gown for the twins, something that will make them look very smart. I know, boo-boo gown, you have that imagination. It's going to be looking so big, but trust me, this is going to come out very nice. So first things first, I folded my fabric into 4, and the next thing I had to do was to measure my neckline. I'm using 2 inches for the width and 1.5 inch for the depth. What I had to do next was to measure the length of my gown. Whatever measurement you're using, you just have to add 1 inch or 1.5 inches depending on how bold you want the folding to be. And from the middle there, I had to measure my sleeve, which is 11 inches plus 1 inch allowance for the folding. And because I wanted it to be very free, I had to measure 10 inches from the bust down, and then I just had to cut. I had to chalk this fabric because it's actually very difficult to differentiate which is the back and which is the front, and I didn't want to make any mistake at all. You can actually see the way I flip this. This is because I want to get the measurement for the front. From the middle there, I just made sure that this gave me exactly 5 inches because I'd already cut out 1.5 earlier. After I was done cutting my fabric, the next thing I had to do was to sew. Now for the neckline, I'm going to be using this bias. I'm going to be using this to pipe round it, and you can just watch closely to see how I did it. If you look carefully, you see that this is a V-shaped neckline. You just want to do it the exact same way I did it so it can retain that shape and doesn't give you a curve something instead of a V shape. After I was done sewing, I had to flip the bias to the back, and then I sewed it again, and this is how it turned out to be very neat. You just have to give this a very good press. This is the front and here is the back. The next thing I had to do was to fold the sleeve because I just want it to be tiny. I don't want a bold anything. I folded both sleeves. Now for the length of the gown, I had to fold it as well. Remember, I added just 1 inch, so it wasn't so bold. It's just going to be a tiny something. After I was done folding the necessary part, I had to take this measurement again. Whatever your measurement is, you just have to divide it into 2 and add extra inches allowance. I added like 5 because I want this to be very, very free. Now for the round sleeve, I used 6 inches, and here we go. I went ahead to sew and it was already looking so beautiful. The next thing I had to add was this tassel. I had to add the black one because I just felt it's going to make it look so beautiful. I got the middle of this gown and I just had to measure 4 inches to the right and 4 inches to the left, and I just had to tag the tassel to the gown. You can choose to design this tassel on your dress anyhow you want, but I just wanted something that would be so simple. I don't want something that would stress them. I added 3 to the front and 3 to the back, and this is exactly how it was looking. It came out so perfect. Now I think I'm going to be making a headband to this because I want that rich baby vibes.